Okay, so we're going to talk about chargers just for a minute so you know what your charging is. And then also the cool part is your lights actually tell you what percentage you're charged. You know, all the way up to here is 100%. You can see it's probably about 80–85% right there. So when it's charging, you need to physically see it. And then also your GMC app shows you all that remotely. So what we're going to talk about is this is the charger that comes with the vehicle. And, you know, this 110 plug they got here, I wouldn't even try to charge it with that. You're going to get maybe a mile an hour, maybe 2 charging it with a 110 plug, okay? Now you can plug this 50 amp plug in right here, and I think this charger is going to pull somewhere around 32 to 35 amps, which is about the max continuous for a 50 amp plug, okay? That's going to give you 12 miles an hour for charging, okay? So if you're going to charge it for 10 hours on that, you're going to get roughly 120 miles of charging. Okay, so for people that don't drive that much, I mean, that works great. We used it the first few days, never really had a problem. I mean, it was pretty much topped off every morning. We did make a late trip to Houston and back one night. We came in pretty low. And so the next morning it only had like 150, 160 mile range, which was still plenty to get to work and back. Nothing major wrong with that. But if you want to look at a level 2 charger, there's 2 of them. Okay, so GM has, this is the Ultium charger. And it's, one thing nice about it is app controlled. And so you can select whether you want to pull 5 amps, 10 amps, 50 amps. This one, well, it needs a 60 amp breaker when you install it, and it will actually charge at about, I've got this one maxed out right now. And you'll see I'm getting 18 miles an hour charge, okay? And so I can turn that up or down, whatever I need to do on that. It's up to you. You can actually get one of these. It needs almost 100 amp service brought to it, and it'll do, I think, 90, I think it's 75 to 90 amps. And that charger is usually about 12 or 1300 bucks from GM, and it will charge close to, I'm gonna say 26 to 28 miles per hour. So, you know, in 10 hours, that's 300 miles. You'd be fully charged. All right, y'all, so not all charging places are equal, okay? So you can pull them up on the vehicle. One of the things I will tell you is I use the Tesla app, and what's great about the Tesla app is you can actually say, hey, I want something next to a restaurant, I want something next to a hotel, whatever you're looking for, and you just punch in that Tesla app, and it'll pull up all the chargers around, and every Tesla supercharging station I went to, it works, okay? A lot of times, some of these you'll go to that are built into this screen, they're broke, they're down, they're not working. We've made a few trips to Houston in this vehicle already, so we kind of know. And then, so you'll just need this adapter, okay? This is Electron, but you need the 500 amp because this is one of the fastest charging vehicles you can get, okay? So when you go up to a Tesla charger and it's doing 300 amps, you want to get an adapter that's good, okay? Because they do sell these same adapters, a bunch of cheaper ones that are made. GM actually sells this and Electron sells it. Make sure you get the 500 amp if you're going to use the true superchargers. Guys, some of those Tesla chargers, like we're talking, you know, like here, I'm getting 18 miles an hour charging. Like the one at Buc-ee's in Wharton when we pulled in there, I was literally getting 512 miles per hour charging, okay? So that means in 30 minutes, you're getting 250 miles. So that's really fast. I mean, that's almost like filling a tank of fuel. It takes a little bit longer, but not too much when you think about the numbers, okay? So just make sure you get the right adapter. I would use the Tesla app. The other thing is most of these places charge 52 cents a kilowatt hour, okay? When you go to pay or swipe your credit card or you download the app, all these Egos, all these other places, charging places like in Houston, you know, the Tesla, one of the things you can do is I think it's $12.99 for the membership. And if you pay for the membership, you get like 30, I think it's 30 something a kilowatt hour. So depending on how much you're going to charge, you know, just paying that little fee to be able to go to any Tesla, you can go to any Tesla and use the app, and all your payments set up in the app and everything. So you just put the charger number in when you get there and it will start charging your vehicle. But if you're a member, you get a discounted kilowatt hour rate. Okay, so that's the difference. And Tesla has opened up a lot of their stations to GM. There are a few that they have not opened up. They're Tesla only, but they won't show on your app, because when you put it on your app and you put that you have a GMC Hummer, it's going to tell you which ones are available to you, okay? And they work. So just pay attention to that. 150 the ones that are 150 kilowatt hour chargers, they're okay. I mean, they're going to get you pretty fast, but it's not super fast. You're going to have to wait around a little bit on those. You know, the ones that are 300, they're really fast, okay? And you got to pay attention because some of those that just say fast, they're like 19. I'm doing 15 here at the house at 20 something miles per hour, right? And so just pay attention to the chargers, how fast they are, all those things. It's very easy. Most of the time though, most of you, you know, like for us to Houston, once you kind of figure out your trip, and like those are Tesla Superchargers at the Buc-ee's. And so for us, it's, you know, we can run up there, run around a little bit, come back, we know we can hit that charger. We charge maybe 20, 30 minutes, we get 200 miles, we bring the vehicle back, it's still half full. So, you know, it's just a stop, we're gonna eat anyway. And then there's a lot of barbecue places in Houston, I can't remember the name of them, but they've got Superchargers there also. So anyway, just something to think about, but I just wanted to get to the charging, kind of explain the miles per hour. You know, that charger in there is about the 50 amp that comes with the vehicle is about 7,000 to 7,500 watts is what it pulls, okay? The charger I have there, the level 2, if it's ramped all the way up to 48 amps continuous, I think that one pulls close to 15,000 watts. So anyway, it will take a 60 amp service to run that one. So if you don't have a 60 amp service or 60 amp breaker, it's not going to run unless you drop the voltage down. So anyway, that's the part on the charging that I wanted to go into.